YouTube, and welcome back to Chef Lethal Plays Path of Exile slow walkthrough series. I'm Chef Lethal, and I'm thinking this might be the last episode of Season 1. I was hoping that today we could finish the Tier 1 Atlas. Oops, I'm in the wrong thing. Finish the Tier 1 Atlas and get Glacier, and then that would be not a great, but a stopping point at least for me to kind of regroup and get my thoughts together and get ready for Season 2. So I did put out some buy requests for that last map. We may be able to actually do it. So hold on, because I went to the trade site and to Chaos. Okay, I went to the trade site and put out some requests to buy the last map that we need. And it looks like somebody finally got back to me, so here we go. We wanted 2 Chaos for this map, and trade accepted. So now I can head back home. Alright, so we can do the last Tier 1 map. Get rid of this, get out of that party. So one thing I was trying to do is there's a way to trade with Kirak.
How's the trail?
So if you have 3 of the same map, I think you can sell it and it will transform it to another map of the same tier. And this is giving us wisdom scrolls because we have this that has quality on it. So if I do this, it will give us flooded mine, and then if he had more flooded mine, I would buy them. And if I had any flooded mine, I would buy it. So we've only got, like, if we had a 3rd Barrows, that would be good. But this doesn't seem like it's going to work out in our favor. So I'm going to put these back. Put our measly 2 Chaos back. And I'm going to transmute the Glacier map. Monsters reflect 13% of physical damage. I'm okay with that. We don't do physical damage, so right on. Map device. So my goal now, this will be the last episode then of Season 1. And then I'm going to wait until there's another stash tab sale before I begin Season 2. And I'll designate a stash tab for everything that just happened in this series, in this Season 1. And then I'll start fresh with Season 2, just like we did at the beginning of this one. I may even do another Episode 0 situation, just to kind of level set everything, and then move on into getting the work done, you know? It'll be the same thing too in Season 2. I'll still go through pretty slowly and explain everything that comes up. Not going super duper fast, not trying to speed run the game or anything like that. Just a matter of getting things done and explaining it in such a way that a brand new player can hopefully follow along and win. I'm gonna pick a build. Pretty set on a build that I want to do that would get us pretty deep into the end game, so we wouldn't have to do a premature ending like I'm having to do this time. I mean, let's face it, that's what's happening here. I was hoping when I started this that the Righteous Fire iteration that we're using right now could get us deep into the end game, but it's just not going to work out that way. We just move on. We pivot, we adjust, and we do what we gotta do, you know? Yeah, I definitely want to get to real end game content. Get through the Atlas, get through all of the other cool things that this game has to offer, because we haven't even scratched the surface of all of this side content. You know, right now we're just basically just killing monsters, but there's a whole like caving community part of the game, called Delve, there's Heist, there's so many different things that we can do. And quite frankly, it's just been just too much content. So much to do. It's tough. Especially with a character like this that's kind of dead. So just something to keep in mind as we move along. This has been really fun though. I have really enjoyed creating this series and doing all the work. It's a lot different than streaming, which is what I'm used to. Streaming is so easy. Because you turn it on and go, and hopefully have a plan, but even if you don't, you get to interact with the chat, you get to do all sorts of cool things, which I enjoy. You get to interact with the creator in real time. Already at the end. This is a quick map. Who's the boss here? Oh, these are the goat people. So after this little bit here, a big goat guy is going to fall down. There he is. Hit him with Wave of Conviction and Flammability, and just throw traps and try to avoid his big slam. Of course, I run right into it. He's aggro on the golem right now, so that's easy peasy. Alright, so we got the Atlas mission points. It just doesn't really too much matter. Alright, so since this character is basically kaput, I think we don't have to necessarily worry about picking anything up. Gonna hit this. And you know, since it's the last one, and technically we just finished all of the content that I wanted to do for this, so what I will do is show you guys one of my favorite League mechanics that's in the game. Just as a teaser, we're gonna go to the mine encampment. I'm gonna show you Delve. I really like Delve. It's a lot of fun for me. It can be pretty chill. You can basically make it as difficult as you want, and it can be as profitable as you want. So we're heading into the Azurite mine, and this is where we're gonna meet Nico, where we've been collecting little bits of sulfite. So we've got 415 out of a maximum of 1,200. We talk to Nico, he can say a bunch of stuff to us. And the very first time we go do this, we have to click over here. He's going to meet us and explain to us the situation, but we don't need to because you have Chef Lethal to do that for you. So I'm going to click on this little mine card here, the crawler, and now we are given a map. And this map, since I'm coming in it at level 74, is kind of loaded straight down to here. So I could start right here at monster level 69, and all of these little spots here indicate a loot type. So you've got, and it tells you weapons, Azurite. Azurite is the main currency of Delve. You can use it to upgrade your crawler and get different darkness resistance. So basically what happens, and I'll pick this easy node here just to show, so I don't have to focus too much, but this crawler has a little candle on it, right? And it's going to follow these tracks, and there's going to be monsters coming out at us. And if we can go off to the side here, but if we stay too long over here, you see the screen gets like this. I'm taking darkness damage right now. And that's not something that you can get resistance to here. It's strictly upgraded through your Azurite up back at the mine camp. So, you know, typically you want to stay close to the crawler. It doesn't jump ahead. You know, there are benefits sometimes to going in the dark. You can buy candles and stuff to make it see better. Get my potion here. I thought the crawler would come to visit me. Okay, we just made it there. That was really close. I thought the crawler would. Sometimes if you get really far ahead of the crawler, it will speed up and really like get to you, so you're not in the dark the whole time. Click on this little indicator to start the encounter. All of these monsters are going to start spawning, and this is of no consequence to us. This is like this is monster level 35, and we're 74, so I'm not really getting any experience from this. The drops probably aren't going to be any good. We might get a little bit of currency, but I wanted to do this to show you what Delve is all about, and I can concentrate here. Okay, so then we walk around and all of this azurite just kind of comes into us. We got some drops that match my item filter for colors, but I'm not too worried about that. So I'm going to head back to the mine encampment. Now Nico wants to chat. He's going to say a bunch of stuff. He loves the azurite, so we can go here to the voltaic generator. And now we have 30 azurite, and we can see we can upgrade our capacity for sulfite. We can buy some flares to help us out in the dark. We can buy some dynamite, because sometimes you can find walls, weak walls, that show up on the map. Like you'll be able to tell on the mini-map that they can be blown up with dynamite. And you can increase your darkness resistance, your light radius for your crawler. Typically speaking, if you really enjoy Delve, it's worth it to really rush upgrading your sulfite capacity and your flares. He wants me to craft 2 flares and a dynamite. Okay, so talk to Nico again. He's just going to tell us stuff. So now we can come down here and we can kind of just pick what do you want to do, and you can make this as hard as you want. You know, if you just feel like playing the game and chilling, and we're level 74, I can come up here to monster level 57 and just run these, you know, and as you do these nodes and get further into the darkness, more will reveal itself. It's almost infinite, and I can scroll. This is as far out as I can scroll, and you can go down, down, down. So this is depth 41. I think in the temporary league, somebody just hit like level 1,000. Like people will hit, I think, 6,000 by the end of the league. So it's pretty crazy. It can be really, really profitable. It can be a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. It's a great way. Also, if you want to get into it in the early-ish game, you know, obviously you can hit these nodes. If you've got a good build, you can hit these nodes, monster level 35, as soon as you open up and unlock the mine encampment. You can come in and start delving, you know, and start getting some loot and some experience. It'd be a good way to up your experience level if you need to. I don't really know what my character needs right now, so just for kicks, I'm gonna hit this, and it should go without saying, but the longer the pathway from one node to another, the more cost of sulfite it is. So like from here to here, it's only 47 sulfite, but from this frozen hollow up to this ringing cavern, it's it doesn't say. Oh, it doesn't say because it's not unlocked yet, but it's probably like 150 or something like that. It's gonna be a lot. There are also biomes, and you can see in the bottom left, this is the petrified forest, this brown area. This blue one is the frozen hollow. There's a fiery one, it's kind of peeking out over here, magma fissure. And different biomes have different loot types. The abyssal depths can have different loot types, can have different bosses. If there's 3 delve bosses, I think. Yeah, and then like there's this right here. This currency node, you can't directly get to it, so you have to find a side path to get to it, and hopefully you find the right thing, and then you can blow it up with dynamite, of which we have 1. So just in order to, I wonder if it'll let me go to there. It won't. Where were we? Oh, I reset our thing. I'd like to go here. It's not going to let me. So that means for me to try to go here, I'd have to get probably to here, this moldy camp, and that is not worth it. So I'd have to go here, up to here, up to here, to here, to here, and then to here, to hopefully have the pathway to blow up and get to there. So that's not worth it. Let's try this level 2 azurite node. There's also a level 3 azurite node, which spawns kind of like a mini boss, but it's very profitable for azurite. But let's hit this level 2 azurite and see how it goes. We should get a decent amount here. Always make sure righteous fire is on, and we've got our golem friend, and let's move. So you see, I can like frost blink ahead, and the crawler starts moving up faster. But yeah, you see that the monsters are just loaded up. You know, there's lots of packs here. Sometimes you can find a dynamite here. So sweet, free dynamite. Overfusing. Awesome. Loot, and again, sometimes you can find chests along the way. Every chest is an opportunity for loot, more free dynamite. We only have a capacity of 2, so we can't use any more. But just following the path, and you can see there's the exit, and there's the crawler catching up. And click here to gonna start throwing flammability curves, running around. Mana is gone. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. I couldn't tell you the last time I ran out of ammo. These are just little spiders, and then once the big orbs of sulfite or azrac spawn, we're gonna make sure we get them. So that guy. Expert. Let's see, where's quite a bit of loot that's specking my item filter. But yeah, you see all this azurite we have now. I'll take this ring. That's probably about it. So we can go back and see how much azurite we got from that. So 83, you know, that's good. I think sulfite capacity is shared between your characters. So when I start over, it's going to be on my same account. So any upgrades I do here will be used by the new character. But we can upgrade this. Now we have 1800 capacity. We can buy an extra flare, and we can increase our light radius. And heck, we can buy an extra flare. Upgrade capacity is what I meant. And there we go, down to 16 azurite. Very good, very good. And we can level up Phantasm. So that's gonna be it. I think this is a good place to call it quits. Down in the mines with Nico, hanging out, going crazy. But seriously, thank you so much for watching this episode and any of the other ones that you have done. I think we're probably about a week and a half or 2 weeks away from the next stash tab sale, so I'm going to be getting my stuff in order for that, and then probably start recording as soon as that comes live. And depending on how recording goes, I may or may not start with daily episodes again. It may be every other day. It just depends on how my schedule goes, but regardless, I definitely want to start up season 2. Similar concept, slow playthrough, explaining everything along the way, and hopefully a beginner-friendly build with everything that you need linked in the description as always. So speaking of that, all the links for this playthrough are linked down in the description. I want to thank you again so much for watching and following along. Any new subscribers, if you popped into a Twitch stream, commented on this series, anything, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me. Yeah, it's really made it worthwhile for me to do this. So thank you so much, and hope you have a great new year, and I'll see you in a few weeks for season 2. Adios.